Hi class, today you're doing lesson 18. You're using 2 units, inches and centimeters, to measure today. So you're going to use your inch ruler and your centimeter ruler, okay? So you are going to be using the bags of pictures, these bags of pictures that we've used before, and you will need to use the poster for the words, okay? So I have the Halloween pictures today, and you're going to, so here you're going to compare the length of an object, okay? So the directions for each question, find one picture to measure with your centimeter and your inch ruler. So you're using both your inch ruler and your centimeter ruler for one picture, okay? So you need to record the measurements below, fill in the sentence frames to compare, okay? So I'm going to pick an object. So here I have a mummy. I'm going to find the word mummy, and I can write mummy L, okay? So I'm going to write it right here, mummy L, okay? So I want you to think, is the mummy going to be longer? Is the measurement going to be longer using the inches, or is it going to be longer using the centimeters? So if you said the measurement's going to be a higher number for centimeters, you are correct. So I want you to think about why that is. Why is the units, when you measure in centimeters, okay, more than when you measure in inches? So if you said the units are longer for inches and the units for centimeters are shorter, you are correct. So it would take more units in centimeters to measure an object than it would in inches, because inches are larger. You don't need as many, but centimeters are smaller and you need more, okay? So I'm going to line it up. Remember, I have a 0 on my centimeter cube here, my line, okay, on my ruler. So I'm going to line it up, and I'm going to count the spaces, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. So the length of the mummy is 25 centimeters. Make sure you label the units, especially because you're using 2 units. Okay, now you're going to measure it in inches. So remember, you want to line it up to that 0 on your ruler. Okay, so I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here I need to write 10 inches, okay? So now you're going to answer the questions, okay? So you're going to write the mummy L is blank centimeters long. So it was 25 centimeters long. The mummy L is 10 inches long. So let's look at question C. It says, when I measured the mummy, the length in centimeters was blank units longer than inches, okay? So, when I measured the mummy, so you need to figure out how much longer. Remember, let's look at our tape diagram. This is the centimeters, right? It's 25 centimeters. Inches is less, so it's going to be a shorter tape diagram. It's going to be 10 centimeters. 10 inches. So this is inches. Make sure you pay attention to those units, because even I made a mistake, okay? So you need to write inches, okay? So how much longer is it? Remember, how much longer is always compare. How much longer is always subtraction, right? So I'm going to subtract 25 minus 10, and that will give me how much longer, okay? From 10 to 25. That's what that means, okay? So 25 minus 10 is 15, okay? So, and we're not going to write inches or units because they're different units. So we're just going to say was 15 units longer than inches, okay? So, now, here's the next part. Draw two lines that is the same length as the object you measured in inches and centimeters. Make sure you label your lines for the units you use to measure. So, here's my centimeters. I need to draw a line that's 25 centimeters. That might be longer than my paper. That's okay. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to count the units. I'm going to put my finger where I'm supposed to end. Okay? And then I'm going to draw the line. So I'm going to count 25 spaces for the centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So see, it's longer than my paper. Because I need 23, 24, 25. So I'm just going to do it down here. 23, 24, 25. And then I'm going to write 25 centimeters to mark that it was a little bit longer, to make sure that I know, okay? Then it's inches, okay? So I need to draw a line that's 10 inches. Same thing, it's going to be past your paper, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 right here on this top line. And then I have just 2 more over here, 9, 10, okay? Then I'll label it 10 inches, okay? So you're going to do that again right here, the same exact thing. You need to pick another picture. You need to measure it in centimeters and inches. Then you answer the questions on the back, and then you draw 2 lines, okay? Now let's look at number 3. It says, which length was longer when you were measuring, centimeters or inches? So think, which one was a longer length, centimeters or inches? So you write centimeters or inches right here, and you write why. Why was it longer? Think about what I said at the beginning. Why is the length in centimeters longer than the length in inches? Okay, now let's look at number 4. Number 4 says, Jaden R. and Dylan both measured this crayon below, but their measurements were different. Explain why both of their measurements were correct. You need to measure the crayon. Okay, so here, Jaden R., his measurement was about 8 centimeters long. Dylan's was about 3 inches long. Pay attention to the units. So, what do you think you need to do to answer this question? So you do need to measure it. Check their measurements, okay? And then you need to write why they're both correct, okay? And then you need to think about those units. Pay attention to that, centimeters and inches. And then answer the question. Remember, for number 4, it's important that you explain why they're both of the measurements are correct. Okay, get started.